Pete was very adamant that nothing is going on with DK, that DK is totally fine, that there is no issue whatsoever.
That's not what happened yesterday. That's not what happened yesterday. He was 50 yards downfield. He cleared the guy out, and he blocked the guy. He blocked him very aggressively, too aggressively for the officials to let go. And it was late. He said he didn't hear the whistle, and he was far enough downfield that could happen. But it was definitely a penalty. And the official told me clearly that he saw the play was over. He turned and looked at DK, and then he saw him block the guy. So the play, and so I asked him, "Will you make sure and you blow the whistle too, so that he has a chance to hear you?" You know, that was my gripe about it. But
no, coach. Look, man. Let's understand this. As players, we don't hear whistles like that. We don't hear whistles. If I'm a defensive guy, it's an understanding between us two, offense and defense, like the play is over. The play is 50 yards away. I'm done. You're done. We're stopped. On to the next play. And if I stop as a defender, you stopped, and you just shove me, like literally take all those, and you shove me and you forcibly hit me, like you're going to get somebody hurt. You've already gotten somebody hurt by doing that. And there's like a respect within the game that you have to have, that we have to have as players, right? You don't do that. 50 yards away, I'm done, you're done, cool, next play.
Almost like a code.
It's a respect. It's a code. It's a football code, yes. And we don't hear whistles. Like, I don't, like, what are you talking about? He needs to hear a whistle. No, it's an understanding. I don't need a whistle. It's an understanding that we have. And what bothers me the most about this is I sat there and I watched the TV copy, and I see him going to the sideline, and I'm waiting. And he's doing all the talking. He's talking to his coach. Coach just sitting there. Coach Carroll comes over there. He's still talking. This is a situation where you're not talking. You don't talk. You listen to what I got to say. I'm your coach. I'm your wide receivers coach. I'm your head coach. You listen to what I got to say right now. Hey, that's some bullcrap. You can't be doing that. Don't do it again. And it's like it's becoming, when you don't address something right there in the moment, what are we doing?
You're either coaching it or you're enabling it.
Whatever you tolerate, you're encouraged. Nick Saban said that. Whatever you tolerate, you're encouraged. And it's becoming to a point to where if you're doing this within the game and it's not getting addressed, what are we doing?
How big a problem do you think it is?
Because here's the thing. It happened, the last time it happened was the
Week
Rams game.
Yep.
And here we are, week 6, week 7. It's not.
Is it okay to have a problem like that once every 6 or 7 games?
No. You should never have it. Is DK a problem? No, DK is not a problem. But when you do that, yes, that is a problem. That action is a problem.
So what would you do if you were the head coach?
If I'm the head coach, Monday morning, tell the truth Monday. We want to tell the truth? Let's tell the truth. We go put it in front of the whole team, and we go say, hey, you cannot do this. This is not respecting your opponents. This is not respecting the game. Shoving a guy when the play is over. We understand the play is over. And if I'm the coach during the game, to hell with Monday, I'm coming up to you during the game, saying what I gotta say. You know, I can't say it on the radio, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, so KJ, I know that there's people listening because I got some of this reaction on the social media realms, as you can imagine, and they were like, well, hold on a second. I mean, you were on that defense when Brandon Browner chokeslammed guys deep down the field. You're on a defense where Sherm, if there was an opportunity to take a shot on somebody, would take a shot. So you're kind of speaking out of both sides, aren't you? If it's wrong for DK to do it, was it wrong for Browner and Sherman to do it?
What Browner did, I was all for it. I thought that was – I didn't see anything wrong with what Browner did. Now, what Sherm did
in the end zone that time?
Mm-hmm.
What did Sherm win?
Didn't he drill somebody? Quarterback scrambled a little bit. Guy was just sort of standing there, and Sherm just teed off on him in the end zone. I don't remember who it was. I remember it happening. Atlanta? No, the other issue was with Atlanta. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, but when Sherm had his episode, his blow-up against the Falcons that one time, no, that's not okay. And we all, a few guys went up to him like, hey, bro, calm it down, reel back. And we did that right there in the moment. And so I know we live in this world where guys make a lot of money, guys' egos, guys' feelings get hurt. It's hard.
But I guess that code thing, KJ, I'm talking more about that respect and that code thing. Is it different for a defender than an offensive guy? If a defender does that, you're okay with Browner doing that. You're okay. Is it different when an offensive guy is trying to play two through the whistle and maybe even after the whistle?
Nope. Offense, defense.
Well, also, wasn't Browner, for maybe my memory is wrong, wasn't Browner engaged with the player at the time? Like, they were looking at each other. I don't remember it being a cheap shot. I remember it being excessive.
I remember both
them like being engaged with each other, and he, essentially chokeslammed
And
them.
what happened is the play was done. The play is over. And you come out of nowhere and you just do what you did. No, go to the code. Go back to the huddle. Next play. Let's go. Let's play some ball.
Well, I think, Justin, didn't you say that you were listening to some of the Bengals fans and even the Bengals fans? So I asked Pete, like, hey, man, is DK becoming a mark guy? And yeah, he didn't hesitate. Like, yeah, the opponents know it. The referees know it. And so much so, KJ, in the stands, the Justin's there listening to Cincinnati fans say, oh, yeah, watch. We're going to totally goat him. We're going to goat their bully. And he's going to just, like, blow up. And, I mean, that's the reputation that DK now has.
Listen, you want to say something, Justin? Are you good?
No, so that's true. Like, the fans in front of me were like, the narrative in town has been like, let's just push DK to the point that he snaps, and then we win that battle.
Justin, listen to me. Go back and watch the copy. Watch the defender's body language. Watch how he, like, stood in front of him, had his body towards him, like, please push me, please push me, please push me. Watch him closely. You could tell he was baiting DK into doing that.
Yes.
And you just fell for the bait.
Again.
Fell for the bait.
Again. And this has been again and again and again and again. This is twice this year, but this is years long.
I'm a little concerned about this, but I'm not overly concerned about it. My only real question is, what is going on inside the locker room, inside the huddle, inside with the team? If he has a dumb penalty every couple of months, I mean, I don't like it, but it doesn't make him unique for Pete Carroll teams. What's going on inside? Is this an issue inside with the Seahawks, with the team? If that's a problem, then I want to know about it. If not, I probably am willing to move on past this a little bit.
It's all about leadership. It's all about leadership, and it's all about accountability, right? Holding guys accountable, holding guys to a high standard, and it has to come from the top. It has got to come from the top.
Because it's not Tyler, right? That's not Tyler's personality.
It ain't Tyler.
And Gino tolerates it. I also hate it every time, like, if he feels like he got missed on a deep throw, like he's looking back with his hand. Like, I don't like that at all either, KJ.
It shouldn't come from him. It's got to come from the coach. It's got to come from the coach. It's not Sanjay either. It's not the wide receivers coach. Got to come from Coach Carroll.
So you hear Pete say that to us publicly. Do you think it's a different message privately?
I hope so. I really hope so. I watched him on the sideline. I watched him, during the game. Some coaches are iffy. Like, I don't want to get the guy's head. I don't want to cuss a guy out during the game. Some coaches are iffy. But afterwards, it has to be, hey, man, never again.
I mean, it's good to be an irritant, right? In hockey, they call it sandpaper, right? And we've seen Rodney Harrison was an irritant. Like, there's irritants. It's okay to be an irritant, but it can't take you out of your game. And that's what I feel with DK. Like, it takes him out of his detail, his precision, his playmaking, right? His emotions, it just feels, KJ, to me, and maybe that's unfair. Do you see that in some way too? It takes him. It doesn't even benefit you because you're taking them out of your game. It's impacting, it almost feels like him more than the opponent.
And Brock, what quarter? Was this the first quarter? Second quarter?
Second quarter.
The second? Okay, so I get the frustrations, not getting the ball early, getting missed. They threw a fade to him. It got incomplete. And so, yes, I do see him getting taken out of his game. Yeah. But at the end of the day, hey, go back to the huddle, reset. But you cannot disrespect your opponent like that. You can't
KJ, you're talking like a hockey player today. That's like a big hockey thing, all about respect for the game, constantly talking about the code and respect for the game and all of that. I haven't heard it as much in the NFL, but it's interesting, certainly, to hear you say that.